Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. It's party day, and I am inviting each and every one of you who is picking up on this energy this morning to come and play the gratitude game with me. If you've been watching much, you know how to play the gratitude game. And for those of you who are new here, I will explain. But I want to let you know about what I'm doing in the virtual world. You can pull together a group of friends and we can create a private tarot reading party for you. And I'm particularly excited about the fundraising idea. Do you have a friend who has a GoFundMe? You can create a reading so that 100% of the payment goes into that fund. One of my favorite things to do is to support people who are trying to raise money for someone in a way that's easy, it's fun, and your friends will be amazed. So thank you for your interest in my virtual work. I will talk more about that later. But let's just jump right into our readings this morning. I just have such a heart for you guys who are writing to me. Yesterday we had a reading. A young man named Kane had written me a question, and we created a group reading for it. And so that is available for you in the lives. And it is talking especially for people who are looking to be married. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so Gasal, in order to receive a reading today, you need to put something into the stream that you're grateful for. I call this the gratitude game because even though you have concerns for your marriage, the fact is that something is going right in your life. And so think hard. What is it you can be grateful for? Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to draw a card for the collective. I have my turquoise here because it's a stone of healing, and so many people feel that something's missing in their lives and they really want to know what to do next. So let's draw a card for the collective. And again, to play the gratitude game is so easy. All you need to do is tell me something you're grateful for. I will draw you a card. So for the collective, the theme for our tarot party this morning, aren't tarot parties fun? The theme for the tarot party this morning is the rainbow, Raziel rainbow. Yesterday, I put one of my tiny readings was all about rainbow energy. So take a peek at that. Just go to the shorts department of my channel and see if you can find the rainbow reading I put in yesterday. Because the promise of this card is that after the storm, the rainbow comes. That's a tremendous promise for some of us who seems like we've been like in 10 years of storms. Can I hear ya? Isn't it true? Sometimes it can be hard to remember that we need to glimpse the tiny rainbows that come in between the storms. So for today, I believe for the collective, for the party, she's wearing her party clothes, which I love. And I picked this deck because it feels like a party to me. The colors in this deck are spectacular. So if you guys want a reading, it's the gratitude game. Throw me something that you appreciate into the stream, and I am more than happy to draw you a card. I just wanted to show you the deck. This is what we're using at the party. So kids, I'll start. I'll give an example. I am very grateful this morning for lizards. May I explain why? Those of you who have seen my channel, you know why I like the lizard, and I particularly like this one because pink and blue. But the lizard's message is regeneration. Lizards can lose their tail, and they don't die, they grow a new tail. So even though we don't know how to grow back like a finger, we don't know how to grow back a part of our body that's not, it seems irreplaceable. The message is that your heart, your energetic heart that trusted and loved in the past, probably experienced a heartbreak or two. And so that heartbreak actually breaks a part of you off. This is my way of understanding. And we must understand that our human spirit, with God's help, can regenerate. Gratitude for regeneration is a big deal because just like the lizard who loses its tail, it doesn't look backwards all the time and whine about the fact that it lost its tail. It's a natural process to regenerate. So, for you, my dear friends, if you're looking for something in your life, you have a little FOMO, you're missing out on something, let's draw a card and let's believe in the power of regeneration. So if you're hearing my voice, and Gazal, I hope you're still here, the way you get your reading today is to put something that you're grateful for into the stream. So now I am so grateful for lizards. I lived in Mexico for a while and in Southern California, and there are many lizards that cross your path, tease your dogs, and what have you. But I love the message of regeneration. So if you need regenerating in your love life or in your career, this is your card. Let's see what we have next. The power of prayer. Isn't it true that prayer tends to balance out and bring us into a humility, an acceptance of the fact that we don't really know as much as we think? Sometimes in the manifesting world, you can be so filled with doubt about what it is you're wanting. For example, when I look for love as just an example, a lot of times people don't realize that they're kind of afraid, that there's a part of them that is intimidated by making a mistake. And the truth is that as you surrender what it is you think you want, you will open your heart to what it is that you really want. What do I mean by that? When you feel like you want to have something from the universe, so let's just pick right now, what is the thing that you're really wanting? Okay? Gasal, we need to have gratitude. What are you thankful for? I'm delighted to draw a card, but the payment is gratitude. Okay, so, but in this particular card, it shows that by surrendering your, how can I say? Oh, this is a good one. Can you surrender your worry? Somebody looking at this card right now, you've been praying for somebody, but you still worry at the same time. So your reading is for sure. Are you willing to look up to surrender some worry? You will find in the description box, there's something called the Worry Cure. Click on that and follow the directions. Let's surrender worry today. Hello, Apple G. We're playing the gratitude game today, meaning the way I will draw you a card is for you to put something into the stream that you're grateful for. All right? That's the payment. You know how, like, if you go to a reading at a festival or something and they've got the jar, you drop your $5 in the jar and they do a reading. Well, it's very similar here, but it's just a gratitude. Gasal, all you need to do, I wish I spoke your language, Gasal, because I only speak English, and that's a limitation. But people need to realize there's always something you can be grateful for. Elsa, thank you so much. I really appreciate, because some people, it's just hard for me to communicate how important it is to be grateful. So Elsa, besides my channel, what else in your life, in your everyday life, what's happening right now that you are grateful for? In my situation last night, my son brought me 3 grocery bags full of food because they're going out of town. When we can be grateful for the real, tangible things, if you guys want a clue, did you take a breath this morning when you woke up? Can we be grateful for our breath? Can we be grateful for someone being kind to us? So Elsa, I'm going to draw a card for you for sure. I appreciate that, Gasal. Yes, that's it, is exactly, Elsa. So, Gasal, what I would say is what you want to say is thank you for what? Did you get to eat today? Did you have something that made you smile? It's so important to find the tiniest things to be grateful for. All right. So, yes, the little things, the concrete things. Sometimes when you may have made an appointment and the office called you and said, can we change your appointment? And it's the exact right time that you need it. Okay. You really have to be kind of a detective looking for those gratitudes. So, Elsa, I'm going to draw this card for you. The gratitude that you feel to be part of my community, fish out of water and friends. And you guys are my friends. But, Elsa, what I'm going to have you work on for your gratitudes is something that's more physical. Many of the people that find me are deeply spiritual people, and they are wanting to hear a spiritual message, and I love that. But we live in the concrete world. We live where we need rent money and we need to go to the grocery store and purchase things. So, developing gratitude for something that you can feel, that you can hear, or that you can touch is a magical tool to attracting more good in your life. Okay. Hey, Roberto, welcome. And Courtney, I'm so glad to have you. Make sure to drop something that you're grateful for into the stream. It's the gratitude game. You tell me what you're grateful for, I draw you a card. So, Elsa, you're next. And your card today is perfect timing. So, it seems to me that you have been waiting, haven't you, Elsa? That there's something that feels like it's going to change everything. There's something that you've been planning on, that you've been hoping for, that perhaps it's the website. There's something that you have been waiting to happen. And so what the angels want you to know is that yes, you're right. When this project is completed, it's going to feel wonderful and you're going to really enjoy the result. However, did you feel a however coming? However, what is going to happen is only half as good as you think. Now, please don't get upset, Elsa. What it means is that we are always manifesting something next. All right. So when you're manifesting or when you're working at being a deliberate creator, you're setting those intentions. Excuse me. I have a lot of energy caught up in my chest and my throat, a lot of burping happening. I don't mean to gross you guys out, but I often move energy in my own body for the people that are on the video, and I cannot explain that. But what that always signifies to me is that someone, perhaps you, Elsa, that someone has a hard time speaking their truth. Like when they want to confront someone, it's as if there's a lock on their throat. If this is you, email me. I would love to hear from you, okay? But Abraham Hicks, who you guys know I love, somebody asked Esther one day, and they said, well, Abraham, aren't we supposed to be joyful and celebrate when our thing comes? And Abraham said, well, of course you are, but for a minute, but then you're going to be working on manifesting the next thing, okay? So Elsa, I am hoping that this is resonant with you. Yes, you can plan on the excitement and the joy of completing something, as long as you stay balanced and realize you will be guided very soon to manifest the next thing. Okay, so very nice card for you, Elsa. I'm excited for you. Okay, who is playing the game with me? Roberto, thank you so much. Y'all, when you throw grateful comments into this stream, you have to realize you are creating one of the most unique, if not the most unique YouTube channel on the internet right now. Do you know why? Because most times at tarot parties, people just throw out their problem and they create more of it by simply paying a lot of attention to their problem. In this kind of reading with just one card, if you can put a grateful comment in and just allow the cards to bring you a message, you are creating a vortex of positivity that lifts everybody's spirits up, okay? So let's go forward. Roberto, what is it that is your angelic message today? Thank you for being at the tarot party, you guys. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. My subscribers are growing so beautifully because so many of you are returning over and again, and that is such a blessing to me. Roberto, are you ready? Elsa, you are welcome. Okay, what I'm noticing first is how the back of the card has the same symbol, same colors as the front of the card. So Roberto, what that shows me is that the angels are saying, let's pay attention, Roberto. This card is a double message. It's doubly important. So let me get my pencil because I'm a teacher, so I can't help myself. I have to use a pointer. But let's take a look at this card and what does it say? All right, so Roberto, it really indicates to me, oh, so you are a spiritual being. You enjoy spiritual experiences, and chances are it's relatively new that the spiritual guidance that you've been working with and your angels are working with you, that the spiritual reality is dropping deeper and deeper and deeper into your core. Okay? Take a breath. Why would that be difficult? Aren't we supposed to be spiritual creatures? Yes, and you've probably heard that quote about, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And that's true enough. But the thing is, we have to live on the darn planet. We have to go and talk to vulnerable people who are going to say and do the wrong things. Humanity is not necessarily an attractive group of critters. And so when you have to go take your spirituality and go back into humanity, you have to remember who you are. Now, I'm just finding myself making this figure 8. I don't even know why I'm doing that. But I just feel like you, Roberto, need to come to grips with the fact that you can't stay inside, that you have to get out and be amongst the people. All right? So, the best way to attack that is by attacking some clutter in your house, okay? Because if you can go someplace in your car, in your refrigerator, a closet in your home, and simply go through it and throw away anything you don't want anymore. There's something about touching those things that you're ready to discard, that when you do that, you create a huge opening in your life. So that's an unusual piece of advice for you, Roberto, but I hope it's meaningful to you. Okay? Thank you so much. Also, you're sure welcome, Roberto. I'm just holding my hand over my heart, sending love to you. Those of you who would like to have a personal reading, it's interesting how you can go about it. Yesterday, a young man named Kane wrote me a question, and I did the entire reading for Are You Ready for Love was based on his question, and then I drew his personal cards at the end. So if you want to see what that's like, just go view that video. Imagine yourself being the star of one of my future videos. I would love to have you, okay? So again, hi Shubham, welcome. Remember that today we are playing the gratitude game. When you tell me something that you're grateful for, I will read you a card, okay? And I see your question, okay. Okay, so let's add our, hi, Oh, it's so hard for me to read these names, and I don't want to offend. Ioana, be sure to put a gratitude for sure. So far, we've had Elsa and Roberto. All they do is tell me something they're grateful for. Thank you so much. I know that my channel is different. I appreciate that. Not everybody does things that I do, but my life has been changed by gratitude. I even went through cancer. I'm not kidding. That was in 2007. And I learned about gratitude deeply then because I really wanted to live and I needed to learn how to find something positive no matter how bad things are. I always like to tease you guys. Did you wake up and take a breath today? Hi, Star. Welcome. Oh, Star. Yay. Ioana. Yay. Thank you, guys. Amen, amen, and I'm amen. All right, excellent. So I'm going to go with Ioana first because she was here first, and then I'm going to do Star, and then I'm going to do Rebecca. Thank you guys for playing the game with me. It means the world. Like I said, I want my YouTube channel to be so different because people are filled with gratitude, not neediness, right? Because you know what, you guys, it's no secret that neediness is not attractive. Can we have everybody here hit that thumbs up if you agree with me? Would you want to date a needy person? Would you want to hire a needy person? Would you want to be close to a needy person? Well, not me. I want people who are responsible for their own reactions, mature enough to guard their own emotions so that they can process them. I think that's reasonable. So, Ioana, grateful that you're still alive. Excellent. Here we're using our Angels and Auras deck. Wow. I love it, Star. You and me are cut out of the same cloth. I hope you're a subscriber so that you'll be notified of all the lessons that I'm doing here because it's all about learning how to be our best version of ourselves. We have so much in common, don't we? So, this message, Ioana, this is your card. Have confidence. All right, so when you mentioned to me that you are grateful to be alive, I take that seriously. Sometimes people say that even though they have not gone through a near death experience. Some people have gone through an actual near death experience. And when you do face death, you become different. When I myself went through a near death experience, people would say, do you see it as a gift? Or they would say, well, it's a gift. Can't you see that? I wanted to slap their face. Not that I'm the violent type, but I didn't see it as a gift. But what I saw was it was a shortcut because I wanted to live and I wanted to find out what I needed to do to live. That was in 2007. And I was already into the personal development world, but I dove in even deeper. I've been listening to Abraham Hicks since about 2002, so I've had a deep backlog of spiritual experiences. But when it came right down to it, I was the only one who could balance myself. Sure, I have doctors and advisors, I understand that. But my ability to trust in what it is that I do best, that's what keeps it going. So, my dear friend, Ioana, the angels are saying clearly today, they see you are balancing a lot, but your self-love and self-care is what's most important. You may wonder why I use a pencil. That's because I'm a teacher, can't help it. But look at that face, look at the peace. Now there's a woman online, Jessica Heslop, Heslop. I add her videos routinely to my community, and she has one right now about healing your root chakra. I think it will be great for you, Ioana. So please check the community and watch for that video because we can retrain our brains so that we can stay more easily in balance right where we are. Tranquility is your key. If you're feeling worried, my friend, where you want to go is to the Worry Cure. The Worry Cure is right in the description box. and it will guide you to a process that will help you raise your confidence. All right? So I'm so glad you were here today. And I feel like what you're accomplishing in your life, how things are still going forward, even though you've been through so much, is just like a diploma. See the little diploma? You're getting ready to cross over into something brand new for you. Beautiful card for you, my darling. And remember, gratitude opens the door for blessings. That's why I play the gratitude game here. You are sure welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. Be sure, if you want to get my advice personally for your situation, easy peasy. Just ask Kane. He was the winner last night, and he got a full reading for him just for giving me the theme of the night. So go check that out. It's the one that's Are You Ready for Love? And you'll hear how I use one person's question through 4 different piles. Okay? So let's go forward. Who else? Oh, wait, we had next. We have Star. Star, grateful for your body. You know, that isn't that the truth? A lot of, when I was young, which I'm 71, so I'm probably older than everyone here combined. But when I was young in high school, 16, 17 years old, I had anorexic symptoms and I bulimic symptoms, and those words weren't even used back then. But I did not feel comfortable with my body, and I would use food, feast or famine, to try to always lose weight. And if you saw me, you would not see someone who needed to lose weight. So self-acceptance with the body is a huge, important aha. So Star, I'm here for you. I share heart with you because I have sense that in your past, being grateful for your body was not always the case. Okay, so let's draw a card for you, my dear Star. If you guys like this tarot party, please make sure that you've subscribed so that you're notified every time I go live, and also hitting the thumbs up so that tells YouTube that the party's on and come on over. Okay, Star. Beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at this card. I feel that this definitely has the same energy as I was just speaking about, where this new awareness of how your body has served you, that your gratitude for your body right now is actually a spirit relationship, isn't it, Star? The fact that you're able to be at peace, self-acceptance around your physicality is deeply soothing to you. What I notice here, and I'm wondering if you're a meditator, because when this being is this still, look at the butterfly that lands on the shoulder. Have you ever had a butterfly land on you? It almost always happens when you're still. So Star, if you wish, go back and listen to the first card of this reading. I set the tone, the whole tone for today's live tarot party, and I'm just sensing that there's something in that first card for you. So what does this mean? What it means right now is that you are in a highly attractive state, Star, and even that your name and the star, the gem at the third eye, and all of that light. So sometimes this is similar to a reading a couple for Roberto, where you can be so spiritually based that you are not connecting well with the earthly plane. Sorry for Murphy. You guys know Murphy has to announce himself. So I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave to Roberto, because this is the easiest way to connect to physicality. When you're a deeply spiritual person, sometimes I talk about it being a three-legged stool. A three-legged stool, can you picture it? One leg is your intellect and how you have taken in the knowledge about spirit. The second leg is your spiritual development. You are sure of certain things right now that you haven't been in the past. But the third leg of the stool is your physical experience on the planet. And so when you're just getting to know your body and how it communicates to you, it's like, well, what do I do next? The easiest way to strengthen your physical experience is to declutter something. I know that feels odd, but when you disconnect from some stuff that you simply don't need anymore, you are being as physical as you can be, right? And no humans are involved, which is delicious. So pick a drawer, do your refrigerator, go to the trunk of your car, you know where the clutter is, and make a project. Make a pile of giveaways and make a pile of throwaways. And honestly, that's going to be incredibly effective in getting you connected to what you're looking for. Okay. Now, you guys remember, these are just one card readings. Imagine what you can get from many cards, right? The fact that you can get some kind of aha from one single card should be profound to you, right? What else does Spirit have for you in the future? I can't wait to hear about it. Please email me. Okay, Rebecca, you are next. So let me just see here who's ahead. Rebecca, Deborah. I didn't see you, Deborah. Did you put a, okay, so all y'all, be sure to put a gratitude in there for me. I love that Deborah received an enormous gift. And I see Wookie and Unsta. And yes, you may certainly, I want to read for you. However, you must put a gratitude into the stream before you get your reading. Hi, Eurydice. As you put your gratitude, what is it that you're grateful for? You're next in line. Okay? So Wookie, Unsta, Asif, Deborah is there. So Deborah is grateful. And my next one is Rebecca, who is grateful for the love and light I found from the divine. Love that. So, Rebecca, you're next. And then will be Deborah, acknowledging a beautiful gift. All right. And I still have a few minutes. I'm going to hang out as long as I can. Remember, the only way that your reading will come is when you add your thank you. Start off a sentence that says, "Thank you, universe. I love my blank." Do you have a pet that you're grateful for? Do you have clothes on your back today? Did you take a breath? All of those things are super easy, and I'm telling you exactly how to get your reading. So, and besides, I get to be the queen of fish out of water and friends. And so I invite my friends to share the gratitudes. Okay, and we have Rebecca. All right. And here is your card, Rebecca. Ooh, pretty. So the first thing that I'm looking for you, Rebecca, I'm noticing, whoopsie, the light on this card. And look, it's coming right from the candle. So have you ever tried a candle meditation, Rebecca? That's when you sit in front of a candle and you just gaze at the flame. And then you gaze at it for maybe just 15 or 20 seconds. And then you close your eyes and you see if you can replicate, if you can remember exactly what the flame looks like with your imagination. I'm not sure why I'm suggesting that. It just popped into my mind. But it's showing me that light is flowing in to guide you in this decision that you're making. So, Rebecca, what is this about? What I'm feeling is that, Rebecca, you're being called out into public. You've been, possibly a part of you is more comfortable at home, and you may be someone who's even had good luck in finding employment at home, where you've been connected to people. See those people back in the background? You have been connected to them, but the universe is calling you to step out. You have something that you know how to do. You may be a teacher, you may be a tarot reader like me, but there's something calling you to be more public so you can see the smiling faces of the people that you're serving. You do have a brilliant idea. and all you are fully aware that it's the divine that is supporting you. If you're like me, I can't believe the stuff that comes out of my mouth. I hear myself saying things and then I think, I needed to hear that. So when you are a writer, an artist, or some sort of speaker like I am, motivational speaker, and when I open my mouth, out comes the things that make other people connect to spirit, to themselves, and everyone has a good time. That's why I like to call this a party, and that's why I insist on gratitude. And as you guys follow me, nobody gets off the hook. If any of you all think that you can get a card without gratitude, it's just not going to be that way. My life is so, my life flourishes the more grateful I am. And I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't make you guys follow that same pattern. All right. So, what is it though that could be in your way, Rebecca? What is it that could stop the process from going forward? Mainly, it is just to take your focus off of your inner being. And I usually talk about this at least once during the reading, Rebecca, so it's going to be for you. But I use Abraham Hicks material to build up my confidence, not in my personality, not in my more self-centered part of my being. I want to build confidence in my divine connection. Abraham Hicks says that 95% of us is non-physical. Just thinking about the idea that my non-physical self, what is that? How do I get to know it? Dr. Joe Dispenza is one of my favorite teachers, and I really like how he describes it. He said, you have a part of yourself that loves you so much. That part knows the best decision. If you get frightened or overwhelmed by stepping out, that only means that you're looking at your situation from a different perspective than your divine self. Together, you guys can accomplish anything. All right? So as you go forward, keep asking yourself, why is it so easy for me to hear my inner being? Why is it getting easier and easier to know my inner being loves me? Why is it getting easier and easier for me to trust my deepest intuition with my decisions? Okay, so just a beautiful reading for you. And you know what? The theme today seems to be that a lot of people that are hearing me have the similarity of having a very juicy spiritual life, but still lacking some things in the living out of it. Okay, so we're looking for any more gratitudes here. Da 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 da. Unsta, thank you so much. Oh, my heart goes out to you, Unsta, because I have lived that way. And thank you, universe. Excellent, Eurydice. Oh, see, interesting, Rebecca. Yes. Oh, Rebecca, isn't that wild how that card? I mean, that's why I do what I do, because the cards do all the work. When you saw me cut the deck, I can't predict which card goes to who. But this idea here of allowing yourself to use decluttering to connect to physical, I like that for you, Rebecca, because you can do that at home. But trust me, part of why I'm here doing this is because I can do it without showing my face. I feel like my voice is my strongest element. And I mean, I don't look like a toad or anything, but I just don't have the desire to have my face here with the readings. I want your attention on the cards, and I want you to allow my voice to just soften your heart. And then whatever advice comes out, that's on you guys, right? I never can predict which advice comes out for who, but those of you who follow the tips, you're going to have results. I just know it. Why? Because I've been using all of these ideas for over 20 years. And well, more than that, I was involved with Bible study for 20 years before I got involved with teaching these concepts. Okay. So welcome back, Sonia. I'm so glad to see you. Wonderful. Some of y'all who are coming back, it just means the world to me. I really appreciate it. So let's go back up here. I do have time for a few more readings. And we're going back to Unsta. That's what I'm feeling like saying it, but maybe it's said a different way. But Unsta, thank you so much for being grateful. Oopsie, why do I do that? When you, in hindsight, sometimes when you look backwards, isn't it true that your perspective shows you that you were really stronger than you thought? And it's really pretty impressive that you've made it through to this point. We all have been through very difficult challenges. And if you're listening to my voice, you're just the kind of person that doesn't give up. So you are definitely a friend of mine. Okay, let's pull this card for Unstop. And we have Michael Blue. All right, Archangel Michael coming into the picture. How many of y'all love Archangel Michael? If you can hear my voice, hit that thumbs up. Let's just take a moment and be grateful for Archangel Michael. Take a breath. I can't say that I understand everything about angels. I do have a wonderful reader that's a friend of mine. She's Dog Star Tarot, Christina over at Dog Star Tarot. Definitely want to look her up. She is certified in angel healing and she's very knowledgeable about the angels. So definitely you want to follow her. But what I do know is that Archangel Michael, throughout several religions, is a key figure in being able to handle no matter what's coming. So for Unsta, when you said you're grateful for all you've been through, isn't it true? Where's my pencil? Isn't it true that the truth is that you have learned deep spiritual lessons from every hardship? I have another blog that I have. It's called breakupcandy.com. And right now, it's just a place where people can go to look into heartbreak, divorce, anything about relationships that is not solved for you. There's even a quiz you can take over there. But the idea of using the negative experiences, toxic experiences like breakups, getting fired from work, even a severe health challenge, that once you go through all the learning that you can do through your circumstance, you really feel more confident. So this card today shows me, Unsta, that you are stronger than you think you are, that you are deeply loved, deeply gifted, that the light coming from the behind, see how the highlight here, the light is coming from behind. You are so supported. Now, the advice here is to be willing to speak your truth. So what I'm seeing here is that you have a little bit of perfectionism and there's a little fear of making a mistake, which is probably true of 90% of the people watching me right now. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just part of your personality. So a really good exercise, journaling is always a good exercise, but what I would do is go to the resource box, and you may want to take your love profile that's up there at the top. But then after that, look for the worry cure. Follow the key of that link. Click on the worry cure. Just follow the directions and allow yourself to be really honest about the things that make you nervous. Do it there. It's a really good cleansing technique. Okay, Unsta? I hope that was helpful for you, my friend. Okay, let's go forward. And then we have E. I'm going to call you E, Eurydice, because I don't know how to say your name and I don't want to mispronounce it. So you guys are so kind. Thank you so much for your kind comments and all of the thank yous. The thumbs up just really means a lot to me. Love it. Okay, let me see here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, Eurydice, E. I call you E. What is it? I love being thankful for the universe at large. I often call God Uni, short for universe, and it's just become my nickname. I remember when I first left Christianity, which was like 20 some years ago, and I just shifted to a new understanding. But I just felt nervous. I felt nervous about what to call God, and then I remember I had a thought, well, God doesn't care what you call God. And I just wasn't sure. And so uni became so easy for me to say that, and it sounds fun. And plus it says you and I. So the divine in me equals uni. Anyway, I don't know why I felt like I had to say that. Okay, so being grateful for the universe itself is a huge gratitude. I love it. Let's see what your card is, E. And we have the communication card. Don't you guys agree that these cards are great for a tarot party? I think they're one of my more colorful decks. And I'm looking for, in fact, if I just want to interrupt myself to say, I'm looking for a tarot deck that's very comical or funny or lighthearted. So if you guys see or know of a deck like that, I would love if you would email me and let me know, because I want to create more humor in these readings. And sometimes the cards are not very humorous, but this one I just love. So let's just see what this is. Let's take a breath. And for my friend E, it looks to me like you have been a little worried about people talking about you. You have been feeling like, do you know the word self-conscious, where you feel like you look over at someone and they look at you and you're sure they're laughing at you. You look over and somebody's looking at you and they look mad and you're sure they're mad at you. Or you look over at somebody and they look frightened and you think that you are scaring them. So it's so important to realize that when you feel some kind of feeling, E, whether it's sadness, anger, or doubt, ask yourself, is this my feeling? Or is there somebody I'm with who's upset? This is a weird thing about some humans. In my case, when I'm with people that are very angry, I feel it in my body. I can feel that anger. I can feel myself cringing about their anger, even if they're a stranger. I'm 71, and I didn't even learn this about myself until I was 50, where I always thought I was afraid. But what I realized is I was with afraid people, and that I really wasn't afraid, but I was picking up their energy. So for you, my dear E, what I believe you need to be doing is withholding your ideas about who may be hurting you, all right? What you talk about, you walk about. It's such important advice. Only speak what it is that you want to create in your life. So if you have problem people that are causing you issues, you're actually making your issues stickier by talking about it. So I have a sense that it's hard for you to feel whether it's your emotions that are fired up or other people's. All right. So please, again, I keep giving the same advice throughout this whole reading today, but check that the resource box, the description box. Take a peek at the worry cure, because I think you're overly worried about what people think about you. I think that you need to stand separate from some people. And remember, everyone has worries of their own. So take yours to the worry cure and just do your best to stay separate from those others. Okay? This might be happening in a workplace or something, someplace where you feel you might be out of control of what you're hearing. But with the universe, you can just say, in fact, let's just do a couple of affirmations on this one because I think it's important. Even though I'm not comfortable here, today I am one step closer to my next best situation. I really love that one. Even though I'm not sure whose emotions I'm feeling, I trust my inner guidance to help me figure out what to do. Even though I want to talk about what's so unfair, the truth is, ever since I had that reading, I have to wonder. Even though I want to be respected and well loved, the truth is I have to respect and love myself first. Okay, those kinds of affirmations should help you. Okay, I have time for a couple more readings if you guys are throwing my gratitudes my way. You know, I am talking about the gratitude game because Sonia is here. Yes, absolutely. The whole idea of not giving up on yourself is just so, so important. Beautiful. Hi, Christina. Welcome, my dear friend. Thank you. Unstuck, great. It's okay. Thank you so much. Sending love. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to do one more reading today, which will be for our dear friend Sonia. And thank you because I know you've been here before, haven't you, Sonia? And I am very grateful for how you come back and visit me for my tarot parties. If you guys would like to have a tarot party, you can. Let me just show you how that works. I am a tarot reader for hire. And if you want to gather your friends for any type of reason, we just use WhatsApp and we pop on, or Messenger, whatever app is your choice. And then I conduct a private tarot party for you. One of the coolest ways, oh gosh, I'm burning it on the flame. Oh, I thought I smelled something. All right, that's hilarious. No fires. Well, maybe it's on fire. But the point is, though, let's say you have a friend with a GoFundMe, or you have any kind of charity that you want to raise money for. All we do is create the party, and then everyone that you invite, rather than paying me, they donate to your charity. When they send the receipt, they are invited. And then I create a private event for you and your friends, and it's always lots of fun. Okay, so enough with my commercial. Now let's go on for our last reading of the day for Sonia. And I'm going to even shuffle up. Let's just move. Thank you for being patient with Murphy. He's such a pistol. All right, last card today. Thank you so much, all y'all, for being at my party. I appreciate it. I will be back before long. I will be coming on live later on today. There's a pick a card reading that I'm going to do. It is going to be based on another question, and there will be 3 decks to pick from. If you have not seen my readings that are in that style, I invite you to watch for me later. Be sure to hit the subscribe. Okay, Sonia, this is your card. Ooh, I love this. All right, there's a special message here, Sonia, and I will share it with you. Let me just bring my candle back in here so I'm not going to set any fires. All right. Okay, this card reminds me of flamingos. I love flamingos. These look like flamingo wings to me. And the flamingo animal I say it's my spirit guide because unapologetically bright, unapologetically sticking its pink self out there in a way that people notice. So if you go onto YouTube and just look for or TikTok, probably one of the shorter Insta, look for flamingo videos, because when they flock together, they're a sight to behold. All right. So what I'm seeing here is just so much joy, Sonia, so much joy. I'm very impressed with these affirmations. I am loved. I'm enough. I matter. I can. So this is calling you to listen to some more affirmations. My favorite right now is Jessica Heslop. I Love My Life, I think is her YouTube channel. But if you're in doubt, go to my community because I post there. And her voice and the music that she plays in the background, the one I'm listening to right now is about being lucky. It's only about 20 minutes long, but when I listen to it, I just feel my heart just raise up with energy. Okay. So, learning how to continue telling yourself what it is you believe about yourself, and then raising your hands and just continually surrendering to the fact that your inner being, where's my little inner being statue? That your inner being is guiding you. When your human nature is surrendering, imagine that your human nature is simply embracing the divine that is within you. I don't believe that any human can be separated from the divine. Because when the divine separates itself from you, you get to pass on to your next dimension. You cannot be separated from your divinity. You cannot be separated from your divinity. Now, your religious training of your past may have put you in a place where you felt separate, that you felt separate from your divinity. See how the candles are all in glass? And you saw how I almost started my brochure on fire with the heat of that flame. There's something about being able to accept, step out of how you were brought up as a child, and believe that you can never be separated from your divinity. It's your birthright. You can surrender. And this pink, this is just that flamboyant, showy peacock energy. There's something in you that deserves to shine, Sonia, okay? So I hope that that message is difficult for you. I mean, difficult. Hang on. Listen to what my mouth just said. Okay, let me dig in. Why would my mouth say that? I hope that this is difficult for you. I never take for granted. If it is difficult for you, Sonia, to receive this message, that's a good sign. Okay. What that means is that you've been thinking about this for a long time, and you're making progress, but you're not there yet. And there's a part of you that feels a little cringy even when you hear me say it. So let me give you a couple of affirmations, okay? We can be grateful when something's difficult, all right? We can. One of my friends here on the channel, Christina, she has been in contact with me, and I know for sure that in her situation, the reality of the truth here, that no matter what you go through, the reality is you can get to a point where you can trust again. So here's some affirmations. Even though I hear what Catherine is saying, there's a part of me that's uncomfortable with being fully expressed. Even though a part of me is uncomfortable showing off my feathers, there's another part of me that really wants to. Even though one part of me is ready to stretch my wings and fly, there's another part of me that feels slightly uncomfortable. Even though I have this inner conflict, I know that today I am one day closer to resolving it. All right? When things are difficult, it reminds us that we need to get connected to our inner being. When things are difficult, we need to remember that our inner being always will guide us to our true destiny. Okay? When things are difficult, it's always time to turn within and find your spiritual connection. So there you have it. There's our live for today. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I love y'all so much. I wish I could do readings for everyone. Today, we did have some shy people. Remember that all you need to do is be grateful for something to qualify for a reading. I will be back tomorrow to do another live just like this in the morning. And bring your questions and bring your gratitudes, and let's play the game together. one more time, I will very carefully put my little commercial out here for y'all without setting the house on fire. That if you would like to have a private party where I would entertain your guests for 90 minutes of fun, all you need to do is email me and ask for details. And we can make this happen for you, especially for fundraisers. It's just a clever way for you to raise money for something that you care about. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Go forth and prosper. Have an absolutely beautiful day. And remember, you are abundantly and deeply loved.